What is up, everybody? Welcome back to High School Never Ends, a pop punk dad podcast. I'm Wingman Steve.
And I'm Chris 183. Sorry.
Do your thing. Say it with enthusiasm, please.
That was a yawn. I said, and I'm Chris 183.
Oh, great. You brought me down slightly here. And here we are, smack dab in the middle of Acoustic April, where we are staying awake and we are listening to some nice, slow, acoustic mood music. And listen, if we're doing an entire month and we're talking about acoustic albums, I feel like there's just no way we could do this theme justice if we didn't discuss Dashboard Confessional at all, much to Chris's sleep habits or whatever's.
Oh, there's a way
going on.
There was a way.
Maybe there is a way, but we're doing it. We're going to do the MTV Unplugged 2.0 album. So it's kind of cheating. It's a little bit of a mix and match of some early Dashboard. And if you've been a fan of High School Never Ends for like the 6 years we've been on, I feel like it was years ago, we did an entire episode on the whole Dashboard discography and we had our friend Pamela join. So we thought it would be best to bring her back to refresh us all on Dashboard. Hello, Pamela.
Hi, I'm so happy to be back talking about my favorite subject.
We only bring you on for things that you like, Dashboard and what Almost Famous, right? These are What are some topics that we could invite you on for our podcast in the future so that you're not in such a small box?
I'm also expert in Taylor Swift, which I know is probably a little bit outside of your wheelhouse.
Yes. Not impossible.
I'm so expert in, gosh, I don't know.
Sorry to put you on the spot here.
No, it's okay. I mean, bagels.
Bagels. All right. That's right. We have a native Long Island. Actually, this is the second. We made a joke. We had Bernie on last week to talk about Yellow Card's Ocean Avenue acoustic, and we made a joke that we're only 3 Jews in Deer Park, and 2 of them were on that Zoom. So now we have the entire
all of us.
Yeah, this is it. I don't know if that joke was on the air or not, but it's all in good fun.
It wasn't.
It wasn't. Okay. No. Well, it's all good. Now it is, and. No joke. Thank you so much to all of our patrons. Quick shout out to Chris P, Punkish Dad's friend, Punk Rock Mom, Jeff, Tom, Ashley, Jason, Sam, Chris W, Nick, Steve C, and Steve Kelly. Thank you guys. And Chris, I know that you're excited to get into this album, to get into this band. So why don't I let you say, you seem like you got something that you want to get off your shoulders.
I mean, nothing like taking a band like this and slowing them down. It's like taking like the thickest syrup and adding flour to it and then watching it drip out from something from way up high to down low and just watching it go slower and slower. Like that's what you're doing here and making it like this.
But I'm a little confused because this is Dashboard. Like this is the essence of what Dashboard is. Like this is how Dashboard started. Like if you became a fan at Hands Down and listened to the stuff afterwards, like, yeah, that was all kind of full band and all that good stuff. But like, This is the heart of Dashboard, is it not?
What are you trying to do? Sell me on this? Is that what that is?
I'm just trying to say that I don't understand that we took something and made it slower when this is what it was.
Okay, I mean it's not slower.
He's out of breath.
I don't know. I mean, it's you take something that makes you feel like crap and then you make it like worse. So you feel down about what you're listening to because that's what the music does to you, is like make you feel awful. And then you make that worse by making it acoustic because the emotions are just even more intense. So it's like, hey, you upset about this person breaking up with you? Well, guess what? She's going to do it again and again and again. And you're going to be okay with it because the music sounds okay.
Or you're going to be okay with it because it happens to everyone. And when we're all singing along about it together, we can be like, hey, this isn't just me. This is the human experience. And I'm here for the highs and the lows and the good and the bad.
Or maybe you can this will help you get a good cry out. If you're in that emotional state, and you don't have to be in that state, but I think that a lot of us were in that state when we were young at some point in time and connected to this particular, these few albums, this artist. And, it's okay that, as you said, I'm rephrasing that, everyone's going through it. You get your good cry, you get your emo music out, you belt out some high notes and sing along. That's a good thing. It's therapeutic. It's healing. It's stereotherapy, as our friend would say.
No, I hold all that stuff in. I don't need. There's no crying. I just hold it in and drink, 100 beers, then you're fine.
Push it right down on
Correct.
that 98th beer. A couple of tears just start to beer.
And so this music is not conducive to that type of behavior. So that's why me and this music don't get along.
Oh.
So I take it, again, we did a full band episode on Dashboard. It was a very long time ago. So if you want to go back and listen to that, I will just say that I kind of forgot everything that we said because it has been now a lot of years since we've done that. So you guys are the same. We can just pretend like we're talking about it for the first time.
Okay.
No fact checking.
Yeah, I can't remember.
I didn't go back and fact check. I didn't have that kind of time on my hands. Okay.
Nope.
So when we decided to do Dashboard, so I will say for me, we'll talk about Dashboard fandom a little bit. And Pamela, I definitely want to hear your origin story, if you will. For me, I am a huge fan of the album, The Places That You've Come to Fear the Most. That is like my jam. That's kind of when I found out about Dashboard. I don't know why I didn't necessarily get into them during Swiss Army Romance, which was the first record, but I never really got too into them. Maybe I heard a song or two, but I got really into that album. And to be honest, like the rest of the albums, I'm like kind of into. Like last time we listened to all those albums and we gave our thoughts on them, and I think they were all very good. But like I live in the places that you've come to fear the most. And this album here, we'll talk about it, is a mix of that, Swiss Army Romance, and an EP that I'd never heard of called the So Impossible EP. And Pamela is gasping. So
that's like when I was looking through the track list, because I forgot about it, I was like, oh, right, all of those songs are on this. And those are like, I would say like deep cuts, but like the best.
So talk about that. You got into Dashboard when and how did you like when that So Impossible EP came out? Like you had it, you knew it, you got it.
That was after. So similar to you, it was Places You've Come to for the Most first.
Okay.
And probably just because that was like the time, I don't know, it's probably the most popular, right? So what, 2001 or something?
Ish.
My friend Kara Bushy was a really good singer, and we were in her car and she was singing Saints and Sailors. And I was like, what's that song? Because like also, Steve knows, I was a little bit of a theater kid. And this was like a hybrid of my interests because it was like, oh, wait, these are songs that I can relate to as a teenage girl, but they also have a theatrical quality to them in the sense that you can like belt them out, as you said earlier. So it was just a nice cross-pollination of my things I liked to do. And, as in high school, I had boyfriends, I had crushes, yada, yada.
Yes, that's true. Pamela and I dated briefly in middle school or high school or something like that. So she was probably singing these songs about me, most likely.
I don't know about that.
Yeah,
but...
probably not. But so Places That You Come to Fear the Most, and then you go back to Swiss Army Romance and the CP? So Impossible?
Correct. Okay. And like, I don't know, like at that time, right, there's no social media. I think things were on like a Live Journal, maybe MySpace.
MTV? Little bit?
Yeah, maybe. Oh, yeah, well, on here. But I knew all of these songs before this MTV Unplugged. But the So Impossible EP is really like a if I'm jumping ahead, I apologize. Concept EP about like having a really intense crush on someone at school.
Gotcha. And so this might be a good place. So Chris, you're not a huge Dashboard fan in general. Is that a summation?
Yeah.
Okay. So how about we pivot this and bring this up real quick? This is an MTV Unplugged performance. You must be a fan of MTV Unplugged in general.
Oh yeah, I love it.
Are there some that like stood out to you that you remember?
I think we just talked about it. It was Nirvana Unplugged was probably one of my favorite performances of all time. Just hearing that band do things that way was mind-blowing. So I think Pearl Jam had a good one too, and there were others that I can remember past the grunge phase, but definitely those two stand out.
It seems like there are a lot of these, actually. I just looked up real quick a list of the MTV Unplugged. There's been like Aerosmith. I bet you they all weren't they might have all not been aired, but your boys REM had one. I'm trying to see which ones.
Mariah Carey.
Did she do one?
I think there was like a really good Cranberries one.
I think I remember the Stone Temple Pilots one.
Actually, I remember STP now, and I think that was on somewhere. Because I remember a couple songs from that.
Yeah, so there's actually a lot more of these than I remembered. And I didn't did you guys, Pamela, did you actually like see this on MTV, or do you remember watching it?
Yes. And then I believe that there was a DVD of it, and we had the DVD too.
Mm.
But I remember watching it on MTV.
I watched it on YouTube yesterday
Oh, no.
just to want to. Yeah, I don't remember seeing it on MTV, to be honest with you, but I definitely watched it just because I wanted to get like listening to a live album and seeing it. I kind of wanted to get both experiences because there's a lot of crowd participation. I kind of
Yeah.
wanted to see what was going on, but I will say that I mean this performance really does kind of encapsulate what it is to see Dashboard live. If you go see Dashboard live, it is a huge sing along. He stops during multiple times, almost every song, lets the crowd sing, interacts with the crowd through the songs, and it's again it is kind of a cathartic experience if you've grown up and you feel any feelings about these songs. To be in a room of a couple of thousand people that are also singing it along with you, it can be very powerful.
Isn't that annoying sometimes though? Because do you go there to hear me sing, or do you go there to hear your guy sing? See what I mean? Like people that overdo it, bands that overdo that, sometimes like, okay, well, cool, but can you just sing the song so I can listen to you do it and I'll sing along with you? I don't want to hear this dude sing the chorus every time. I think Green Day did that a lot last time I saw them. Like pretty much every chorus for one song was like the crowd. I'm like, great, sweet.
I would say like it kind of depends on the performance and who it is. So like I expect this to be like what you hear on this record, or if you watch the performance, like that's what I expect at a Dashboard show, and I'm not going to be annoyed. There are certain bands. Chris, I forget. Were you with me when we saw Red Jumpsuit Apparatus, or did I see you the next day? Actually, I don't think you were there. It was in Pittsburgh. But the guy from the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus kept putting the mic out like during songs that like weren't there. They weren't face down. Okay.
And no one knew.
Yeah. And I was like, dude, I just want to hear you sing the songs. Like, I don't know these songs. Like fucking sing them. And there's definitely lots of places like in between. So I don't hate it. I do hate when people are like really loud, like right next to me. Like I'll sometimes take a few paces away so it's not like screaming in my ear. But when you're going to see Dashboard, I think this is what you can expect. And I think if this is what you get, you're probably happy with that.
Hey, the only other talking point I had here is 2002 was when this came out, correct? This had to have been towards the tail end of Unplugged. I don't know though, because I gotta feel like it ended eventually, and I don't know when it did.
I don't know. I'm looking at this again. I'm looking at this list. It's just Wikipedia artists featured on MTV Unplugged, and I mean it actually keeps going. You had Nickelback in 2003.
Oh my
you had
God.
Ricky Martin in 2006. Korn. Into
There we go.
2007.
Also, like 2001 was like peak TRL era too for MTV. So it was just like I'd call it peak MTV years.
So according to this article, they're still going on. Actually, it looks like 2024 was the last one. 2022 is the last one where I know the artist. That was 21 Pilots. So I think this is still ongoing.
2 years ago, you're telling me that Unplugged still remained? Where?
I guess on MTV. So it says 21 Pilots, June 9th, 2022. Tony Bennett and Lady Gaga was the year before. Bastille, BTS, Miley Cyrus was the year before that. So, yeah, I guess.
Bastille, huh?
Oh, it looks like, okay, in 2020, they rebranded the show to MTV Unplugged at Home. Okay.
Oh, so pandemic.
They were trying to get some viewers during the COVID time.
Cool. I didn't know. I had no idea. So
MTV Unplugged lives on. Okay. So we were going to talk about Dashboard, and a couple of our patrons actually suggested that we do this one. Pamela, how do you feel about this being the chosen album that we're going to talk about today?
Excellent. I think last time we talked about every single album, and I was like, yikes, I don't know anything past when we were in college. So this is where I shine.
This is it. Chris, so how did you feel? I don't know if we should save this or not. How did you feel about the crowd singing along, the noise, the fact that it's a live performance and not a studio album?
You know, it was weird that I felt like the crowd had surprisingly good singing voices, no matter what. Like, is that off to you? Like, you shouldn't?
No, it's because they're New Yorkers.
I don't know if that makes any sense.
And it's because they're a collective. You know,
That too.
it's not
There's
like
plenty
one-off
of people in New York that can't sing.
When you
That's-
put, even if everybody has bad voices, like you kind of put them all together, isn't that kind of like the definition of like gang vocals? Like it kind of sounds,
but
it ends up meshing together.
It sounded really good though. Like, I don't know if you go back and listen to it, like the gang vocals sound right on key. So something's off. I think.
That's a good point of like, these songs aren't particularly quote unquote hard to sing, right?
They're high note. There's some high notes,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say that they're like difficult to sing.
Right.
I don't know.
And melodically, they're pretty straightforward. I don't know.
I guess if you're like in tears, it's hard to sing things, right? Yeah.
No,
Right.
you can sing through tears.
You've
helps
sang
you.
through tears before, Steve?
I know your Everybody Hurts story. I know that you've sung through
That's
the tears
different.
too.
That's different.
Same.
That's a
same,
different thing.
Same.
Keep going.
So the album itself, the actual
Don't tell me.
album, came out as an album and a DVD. It came out December 17th, 2002. I think the performance actually aired earlier in that year, but the album was put out on Vagrant Records. It was produced by Mike Fisher and Alex Coletti. It actually got to the #1 album on the Heatseekers chart, the #1 album on the Independent Albums chart, and on Billboard's Top 200, it got to #111. So that's a lot of ones there. But commercially, this album did very well. So I think this is kind of like taking a band that is grassroots in nature. And this is just my opinion. They're grassroots in nature. They build an audience through this like budding pop punk /emo scene, whatever it is. And then not only do they release kind of a greatest hits album, but they release a greatest hits album on a live MTV performance and then publicize it. Hello, Nugget. So, I mean, I think it's very interesting the way that they did it. And I think this probably brought a lot of new fans to Dashboard Confessional. So it's probably something that was really smart for them to accept this, offer and go ahead with it, and then also put it out as like its own record.
You think it mattered?
I think getting on MTV in 2002, I definitely think this helped them.
I'd say so.
I didn't know. I didn't see it. I didn't watch it. And
Well,
I was watching a lot of MTV.
You were like 30 in 2002. So, I mean, this probably wasn't geared
High school had
towards
definitely ended.
you.
Oh, so there's like a year where you can't watch MTV anymore. Is that right? Is that what you're saying?
It's just a year where it wasn't, dedicated towards you. It wasn't targeted
Okay.
towards you.
Ageism. It's called ageism. What
Yeah.
you're doing there.
Oh,
I know.
Well, HR.
And I wasn't that old, but I was aware of my surroundings, and I did watch MTV, and I didn't see this. So maybe it wasn't as impactful as you think. But I don't know, right?
In the
Because
greater scheme of things, I think it was
I'm
probably
just one person,
impactful.
right? Yeah.
Yes.
Maybe you'd be a better judge of that. So
All right. Anything else we want to talk about Dashboard in general, or MTV Unplugged, or anything generally before we get into this little song by song breakdown?
I think he's on tour right now.
Yeah, he's consistently touring.
Yeah.
I haven't seen him in it's been a while since I've seen him. But, and again, him, Dashboard is Chris Carrabba. There's certainly a band, but, for all intents and purposes, in my mind, Dashboard's Chris Carrabba. I think the last time was probably 5 or 6 years ago, and it was a kind of a smaller club show. It was one of those sing-along shows, and I think it was all acoustic. So, he's played large tours and opened for big bands. I forget he was on tour with Taking Back Sunday. He's got something big coming up, I think, this summer, the tour.
Yeah. I saw him with Andrew McMahon from Something Corporate.
Oh.
They like co-headlined.
What a
It was
show.
fun. It was really fun.
What a show. Where was that one?
In like some random ass town in Connecticut, like
Okay.
Toyota Theater in like Wallingford, Connecticut, but it was fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I would love to see those two bands together. Every time Andrew McMahon comes around town, I'm always like the date just doesn't work.
Oh,
It's a bummer.
he's an amazing, sorry, I know this isn't about him, amazing live performer.
Should we just shift and talk about
Yeah.
Andrew? Is he even an acoustic record? No, I don't think so.
maybe.
He should like an acoustic piano. That would be so cool.
Next time.
Next time.
All right, Chris, anything else? You want to get into it?
No, I mean, the only other time I saw Chris Carrabba was on that awards show where he came out and sang the words to a song and forgot them.
That was a very bad performance.
But he was good. His voice was amazing. You know, he came out and just
Forgot
killed
the
it.
words to his own song.
No.
Yes.
No, he was helping
December,
with a cover.
right?
Yeah, he was with Neck Deep.
Neck Deep December.
He was supposed to just provide some flair and do, I don't know if it was the bridge, the chorus or something, and he botched it, but he might have been drunk or something. That was one of those, it was like an award show, and who knows what was up. I shouldn't speculate.
You shouldn't.
I like how Chris Carrabba's look has evolved over the years. Like now he's like very suave. He's like, you know, he is a motorcycle guy, but he kind of looks like he's got like the leather jacket and the slick back hair. But when you watch this performance, he's got like those long sideburns, and he just looks like a little like he looks like a baby, which is kind of like what I looked like back then too. I had those stupid long sideburns as well.
Everybody had the sideburns in 2002. That was the thing.
I couldn't grow the rest of my facial hair, so that's all I could do.
Did you shave your sideburns to a point, like angled down?
No, not like a sharp point. Maybe a slight one. All right.
Or did you just have like the round at the bottom, like some of those dudes have?
It was not round. It was either
the round looked bad.
It was either squared off or something sharp. I don't know. I can go back to some photographic evidence if I needed to check it out.
I think you got to have the sharp. You got to have the sharp sideburn. Yeah.
I think that might have been what it was.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I didn't know.
All right. So let's do this. Let's acquiesce to our guest. The first song on this album is the Swiss Army Romance. Pamela, what do you think about this one?
I mean, okay. The year 2002. I graduated high school in 2003, went to college in 2003, and this song is about going away to college. So I was like, oh my God, it's written just for me. So I love it. The timing lined up.
I think it was written just for you.
I know. This is the one I referenced in text the other day. I remember I was like, get out your fake eyelashes.
So here's, as I had mentioned, like, I'm just not I'm not as clued in. Like, if you gave me any text reference to a lyric from Places You've Come to Fear the Most, I would have got it. But you said something like that, and I responded back, I'm like, you don't need eyelashes. We're not going to be on video. And you're like, no, dummy, that's a line. And I'm like, damn it, I should have known that. But yeah, I'm not as clued into the Swiss Army Romance. And, you know, the album, the show, the show starts with just Chris and the acoustic guitar, which is, again, this is how Dashboard Confessional started. I like how in this song we hear the first instance of the Carrabba twang, permanent. He likes to change the ends of his words to be like O-N-T. There are more of those later. I didn't really know this song all that well. Like it's a very storytelling song. Doesn't like have a lot of these songs don't really have like a traditional chorus or anything like that. But there are some parts that really shine. And you know, when you think about the crowd, this was at MTV Studios. So you could think like, all right, maybe they just picked up some teeny boppers who like TRL, but I feel like they did pick a real Dashboard crowd. These people are there to see them, and you can tell. And again, listening and I watching it back, you know, I was kind of brought back to the fun of seeing them live. The sing along aspect to it is really fun if you're into it. And, you know, this one, it has the entire, you know, he lets the crowd finish the entire song. So I may have some comments on how much he gives the crowd at times, but I guess I was okay with it here, but it didn't really excite me on this listen through because I'm not as familiar with the song. So I'm very curious to hear what Chris has to say.
Well, I mean, when the crowd is like like a professional chorus from, you know, of course might as well just let them do the whole thing, right?
They're the Rockettes.
I do have a note that said the crowd can sing, but Chris can sing too. I'll be positive on this one. Like, you know, he belts it out. This guy is very talented. And I think this song is fine. I thought for a second, isn't this song already acoustic? I might be wrong because I haven't listened to it in so long. So whatever, that's my memory to think that it was. But man, so that's really
basically all these songs are acoustic. I don't think they didn't start recording like anything electric until, was it a Mark Mission Branded Scar?
Hold on, no, I didn't mean like from here. I meant originally on the album. Like I know
Right.
it's not, but I'm just saying that it was slow enough where it could be acoustic in my mind. So I get it.
It was. It was.
It was originally acoustic too.
The album. So
Yeah,
the
I
Swiss
think
Army
all of these
Romance,
songs are, right?
all
Oh.
acoustic. Yeah.
So what are we doing here?
Well, it doesn't have to be a redo of something else being acoustic. It's just acoustic. That's why we're discussing.
When there's nothing to unplug, what are you unplugging?
Well, it's been unplugged. It's already been unplugged.
But it's already unplugged.
I guess that's kind of an interesting concept. But I guess that's just the name of the show. That's MTV's thing.
I was just going to ask if there's any distinction between unplugged and acoustic, or are they the same thing?
Oh, we had this conversation recently. So acoustic just means unplugged, right?
Okay.
Chris? Didn't we like fact check this last episode?
We did.
Yeah.
We did.
Okay.
No
Okay.
electricity.
Look, yeah, I don't. So this song it's about what? Breaking up in high school and going to college. Is that what it is? Like,
We're still like going to college and like, we're going to get fake IDs. We're going to take chances and get our heart broken and grow. Like, let's grow up or like act like we're grown ups, which is ironic because we all know that when we're 18, we're still children.
oh, so like me and my high school sweetheart are going to the same college and we have plans of like, just kind of, is that what it is? Is like, hey, we're gonna
like party time. Like, I think of it more of like you and your friends, not necessarily romantic people, but like you and your friends going away to college and like, let's do this thing and like, let's make mistakes and learn from them.
Grow up.
Yeah.
I don't think it has to be an exact specific story of the college or who you're with. Just a generality of that concept.
Yes, that feeling.
Why am I sleeping with my sheets off though in college? What does that
Because
do?
you're drunk and you're going to parties and you're not like doing like you're not living with your parents anymore, so you don't have to make your bed. Like you can eat ice cream for breakfast. You can.
Yeah, but I always like to have a sheet on top of me. I mean, that's uncomfortable.
I don't know. The dorm rooms at Penn State did not have air conditioning, so like it could be quite hot in there.
And then bearing your mattress, I never actually put a sheet on the mattress. I would just sleep on the mattress.
That is so weird.
It's my mattress.
Oh, on a bare mattress?
Why is it weird? It's still a mattress.
You gotta have something in between you and the mattress, dude.
Clothes. I don't know what it's. What
clothes?
Like
You
the
sleep with
clothes
all your
I'm wearing
clothes
to bed?
On?
Huh?
Do you go to bed fully clothed?
Are you a never nude? No, I'm
What
just
are we
kidding.
talking about?
I'm trying to unpack this very strange comment that just
A
came up.
shorts and a t-shirt you wear to bed? Like you don't.
That's fine. Okay. You made it seem like, say I have clothes on. That's usually.
You mean like a suit?
Yeah. Do you go to bed in a suit with no? Oh my god! To go into like Chris's dorm room and he's got no sheet and he's in bed in a suit. Oh
No.
my god!
What I did is I never built the bed. I brought the mattress into my room. I put the mattress in the corner. I left all the parts on the side because I didn't feel like doing it, and that was
No.
my bed.
Oh no.
Wow.
And that was great. I loved it because it was like a corner bed with the
Sure, the
But wait, like
mattress.
on the floor?
Sure, the ladies
Yeah.
love that on the floor.
Well, they had no choice. I mean, that was the deal. You know,
Yeah.
that was the situation. And it was convenient because you could just get up and be out of bed. Like there was no, you didn't need to worry about like going.
Worry about stepping off the bed.
You just had to roll off and you were there.
You roll off and you're on the floor.
Yeah, but then you get up. It was the perfect situation.
I wish I could. Can we get some photos of your dorm room?
From 2000?
Yeah, I want to see it.
I don't think so. We didn't have cameras back then.
Yeah, right. Thank God.
Right. All right, let's move on. The best deceptions, Chris. How'd you feel about this one?
I thought this one was incredibly depressing. I think technically it's fine, and I want to reiterate that, like, just because I'm not a fan of this type of music, I think that the sound itself, like, musically, I could see where people could really enjoy this. Like the music does sound good, and I think the lyrics and the vocals, like all of that stuff is well done. in a lot of ways. It's just that I just can't find a world where I'd want to listen to this song more than once for this show. Like it just does not do anything for me in any way, shape, or form. Whether it be I'm in a good mood, bad mood, I just had my foot run over by a car. I don't know. Like any of these scenarios, like I just don't feel like this song would make you feel worse, better, or anything. So, but I don't want to slam the fact that I think there's good stuff here. So take that to the bank.
Got it. Pamela, good stuff.
I mean, yeah, like what business did I have singing about like having your heart broken this bad at 16 or 17 years old? But like, especially the end, I feel like it just taught me how to, oh, I don't deserve to be with someone who's gonna deceive, lie, whatever. Like that's an important life lesson. So that like last verse of this song is just really cathartic to sing, and like you're calling too late. Like that's an important lesson to learn as a girl. Like when someone like, what's the word? Not flops. What's the word? Flubs. When you're in a relationship with someone and you fuck it up. You flubbed it. Sure. Like they don't deserve a second chance necessarily. Like you had your chance and like, let's move on. That's something that you need to learn. Like we don't accept, that
They blew it.
Yeah, they blew it. Fumbled. That's what the kids say. You fumbled her.
That's what they say in the sports game match. One thing I noticed about this record being a live show is that there's not like a whole lot of chatter. Like he doesn't, and some of the chatter that he says is very low and almost inaudible. And so in this song, the crowd is actually louder than Chris on a lot of it because the verses are super, super low. And then he belts in with some real big shrieks. And I don't mind the crowd participation, but again, if you don't know the song, if you're not very familiar with it, it might come off annoying. I'm not sure. This song has a huge chorus. Again, he does acquiesce to the crowd a lot here. We get a serve us. The lips will be of serve us to keeping you away. I'm always intrigued by the twang that he has. And when you watch this on the video, it seems like I see the people singing along and I say to myself, I'm like, shit, I hope I don't look like that when I'm singing along. And I guess I probably do, but I don't know, the people in this one,
yeah,
I was kind of laughing at it. So I do really like the song, but he gives the crowd like the entire final verse. This is a time where it's like, this is being recorded, sing into the microphone. Like it doesn't have to be the entire final verse. So I thought that was just a little bit too much.
That's interesting that that's the part I specifically just mentioned, and I have not recently rewatched it. So it does hit.
So in your head, you're thinking of the original song. You're not thinking of this version.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. But he knew that that's the part that gets people like, let's go.
Yes, but my point is that you're on MTV and you're going to release this on an album. Like, sing more, a little bit at this particular point. Okay. So next one is "Remember to Breathe." This is off that "So Impossible" EP. I'll kick this one off. Again, I don't really have a whole lot of history with this particular EP. This one, he does. We do see, like, we hear a second guitar that's added into this song, and then if you watch this on the video, it's kind of funny. There's this one point where the drummer walks in. Chris is by himself on the stage. The drummer walks in and just taps the cymbal once and walks out, and the crowd like roars. So if you hear this like crowd roar, that's what they're kind of laughing at. But then for the first time in this performance, the full band comes in, and the moment that the full band comes in, I feel like was really cool, and it added to the overall like enjoyability of the song, which to me, it's kind of like a short, simple song, but I really like that we got to hear the full band for the first time here.
Go ahead.
Oh, no. Yeah, I agree. Yeah. This song is really cute. It's about like having a crush and like a boy being nervous to talk to a girl and be around a girl. And, I thought that like as a teenager, it was just really nice to like hear a boy be so vulnerable with his feelings. Like that's what girls want, you know? So it was just like, oh my gosh, he's admitting he's nervous. He doesn't know what shirt to wear. It's like very endearing to know that like, oh, boys get like butterflies too.
They do.
That never worked for me.
Chris gets butterflies a lot.
Yeah, I didn't know what shirt to wear, but the reason why I don't understand, and I get what you're saying, but remember to breathe. Remember, she asked you. Remember to breathe. It's almost like you're getting ready for like an audition or something. Like what is that?
Yeah,
part?
an audition to be her boyfriend.
Oh my god.
No, like the girl's finally coming up to you, and you've maybe thought about it in your head a whole bunch of times. So like, you know, be cool. Be cool.
The only line that I think is terrible is that he's choosing between sneakers and flip flops. Men should never wear flip flops. Like we should not see men's feet in any scenario.
Agree. But this was like Hollister, Abercrombie, peak. Boys wear flip flops, especially on Long Island.
I guess I've never been. So this, guys, I mean, technically, again, this song had a decent melody to it. Like I thought it was fun, actually better than I expected, but definitely not a party song. This one put me to sleep. I don't have much more to say, but I think you guys summed it up. So I'll leave it at that.
All right, Pamela, let's go back to you for the good fight.
Sure. This now that you've like talked about his funny like word choices, I'm thinking of like the way he says like murder. He says like a lot of like fun words in this one.
Point them out if you remember them.
I know.
Championless.
Yes, that's it. Championless. Yeah, champion. I don't know. I think this one's upbeat Chris. I think it's like more of a like banger, if you will.
Banger.
Yeah. If we're comparing it to Remember to Breathe, you know, or like these other ones. But this isn't my personal favorite song of all time, but I like the chorus.
Chris, this is a banger for you, I think.
Yes. No, I look, I think it does interject some energy into this lullaby of an album, for sure. I think it's much needed at this point in time. And I actually really liked the melody and the tempo of this song. And it goes back to what I originally said was I think that there's deep down like some good stuff here. It's just it's masked by like soul crushing, depressing everything, like just words and music. So when you rip all that out and you put this in, I could get into this. And there's more songs on here that follow that path, that follow that pattern. And I'll talk about that. But man, the crowd knew this one too, didn't they? Because they were given a lot of chances to sing again.
Well, I'll as long as you're finished, I'll go.
I'm finished. Yes,
okay,
I
I'll move into that. So you guys are both right. This is a banger. It's really good with the full, the full band. It's super upbeat. And Chris, this song, the way that it's done on this record, this is the perfect crowd participation. The way that you do it, that's good in the audience, it's good as the artist, and it's good for a recording, right? Because the way that he constructs it, it's every other line. I begged you not to go. That's him. The crowd. I begged you. I pleaded. Claimed you have my only hope. Then the crowd watch the floor as you treat. He's doing this back and forth. He's playing with the crowd, and it makes it fun for everybody. And the last thing I'll add is that in this one, towards the end of the song, like the band like has a little like they kind of rock out, like they have a little like jam out moment, which I believe is also in the original version. But it's cool to see it live and to hear them. This is not this type. Dashboard is not really, at least in my mind, it's not jam band music. It's pretty straightforward acoustic guitar rock. But to hear that whole band and see them kind of rocking out, I thought that was pretty cool.
Yeah. Okay.
Right.
I think
Keep
it's
it going,
mine, right?
everybody. Sure.
All right. I get this next one. So it's the sharp hint of new tears. How about that? Is that New Year's or New Tears?
It's New Tears. I don't think that's a typo or anything.
I mean, but it could be like a double entendre or something, right?
Yeah.
Are you agreeing with me?
I don't think so.
You know what else?
I never thought of that.
This song could be considered as titular in a lot of ways because of that first line. Because he says, on the way home, this car hears my confessions. Do you know what that means? That means it's a dashboard confessional. which is the title of the band.
Thank
Let's figure
you.
that out.
That's nice.
I bet you never knew that.
Actually,
And
the one thing I think I remember about the first episode, I believe Pamela explained to us the origin of the name.
I don't remember that episode at
I
all.
definitely did.
Well, I'm going to say that the origin of the name of the band came from that line that I just figured out right now. You want me to talk about the song? So this was a decent one too. I really like the guitar line in this song. I thought the lyrics definitely had some power behind them. Maybe it was just the way he sang them, but it's choking me up. See what you did.
See what you did, Chris Carrabba?
And I think, you know, the beat kept me interested. I like the drums on this one for sure. So I'll pass it off to you guys.
Go ahead, Pamela.
No, I'm just thinking of, and I probably said that too, but that is how Dashboard Confessional came about. And then I think one of the greatest songs in the last 5 years of pop music is License by Olivia Rodrigo, which is also a Dashboard Confessional because it's about her driving around the suburbs looking at her ex's house.
Chris loves Olivia Rodrigo.
Wait, seriously?
No, not seriously.
Oh.
No, I thought she was okay in like a couple different
You know
songs.
who her producer is, Steve, right?
I think I should. We talked about it.
It's this guy, Dan, from As Tall as Lions. Remember that band?
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like a Long Island emo band, and he's her producer. Anyway, I don't know if she's publicly said that song is a Dashboard Confessional, but it is. And this, you're right, Chris, is the titular Dashboard Confessional song. And as someone who survived the pandemic by driving in my car listening to music to get away from my family, love a good Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah. So again, I'm not the utmost authority on the Swiss Army Romance, but this is one where I always remember this song. Like I know this song by the first couple of lines. I think it's the second line. I think Tonight I'll Take the Long Way. Like when he just belts that out, it's like a memory recall in my brain. In this version, if you watch it, the drummer actually helps with some melodies here, which is very cool. I feel like the verses here are actually way stronger than the chorus, but I really like this song. And again, we're in the titular portion of this record here because the next song is called So Impossible, and that is the titular track off of the So Impossible EP. And spoiler alert, the song after that is The Places You've Come to Fear the Most. So if we're trying to say the word titular as many times as possible, that is also a titular track. But again, didn't really know this song So Impossible all that much, but I actually really like this. I felt like it was another strong storytelling song. Chris Carrabba likes making out, and this is another time where he points out, asks if we like making out. So I really enjoyed this one as like kind of an introduction to this because I didn't listen to this MTV Unplugged thing back in the day, and I didn't have this EP, but I really liked So Impossible. Chris?
Oh. No, I thought this sounded like a WB drama song. Like it should be on like one of those WB shows, like in the middle somewhere where somebody realizes something.
Is that a bad thing?
No, because I watched some of those songs, or watched some of those albums.
Oh my God. Did you need to excuse yourself? Are you okay?
Oh.
No, I'm not. I'm battling a cough or whatever, but I'll be okay. I'll be okay. You guys will be fine. Don't worry about it.
It's not so impossible. You can do it.
But you know, I listened to this song and I just felt like, and this is my notes. I didn't. This has nothing to do with our conversation from earlier. But I wrote down sideburns, flannel, rib shirts, and why would I want to listen to this song? Like, guys, you know, I think I've been as positive as I can be, but this kind of stuff I have no tolerance for. So, sorry.
Pamela, do you have tolerance?
I mean, it's very earnest, sweet, juvenile, innocent, but for someone who's, you know, learning how to make out, and then you hear someone sing it, like it felt thrilling. I don't know. For a kid, it's like music for kids. I don't know how old he was when he was singing these songs about being a teenager. Probably not that much older, right?
He had to have at least been in his 20s, right?
Yeah. So it's not. I wouldn't call that creepy, but yeah, it's just a very, 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 very sweet song about like young love.
All right.
It's a sweet song about making out.
Yeah,
I mean,
making out is
how young are we talking here?
Teenager.
Oh, that's not good. But what's a teenager?
A teenager would be 13
Yeah. No.
minimum. Not him making out with a teenager. Teenagers making out with each other.
I understand that.
Okay, just wanted to clarify.
But you want some dude like this singing to two 13-year-olds? I mean, let's say 17, because that's starting to creep me out a little
17.
bit,
Okay.
16 and 17.
It's all good.
That's
But
still
bands
too
of
much.
all ages provide background music for people of all ages.
Maybe.
That's right.
It's not intended to
I never had this kind of
encourage any
music
of
when
that.
I was 16. Like, they didn't have this.
They didn't have acoustic music at all?
There was no one talking about this kind of stuff. So I did okay with
That can't be true.
I think it was the 70s.
Even in the 70s, they didn't have it. But I
Super
wasn't.
Super freak. She's super freaky.
No, I wasn't 16 in the 70s.
Oh.
I'm just joshing
You
on
serious?
Chris 183 over there.
Yes, I'm actually 63 years old. Sorry, guys.
There are so many songs that predate this that were way more sexual. Like When I Think About You, I Touch Myself.
Didn't listen to that one.
It came on the radio all the time.
I mean, I knew what it was, but it wasn't like my go-to to listen to the Divinals. I touched myself.
That was Chris's favorite song as a young lad.
Still
You know,
is.
it's actually not too bad if you listen to it now.
It's not.
Okay.
It was on MTV.
That'd
I
be a
bet it
good
was.
karaoke song, actually. I've never done it.
Yeah.
That would invigorate the crowd, I think.
Yeah.
You can get a rise out of people. Just like the next one.
I get it. Go ahead.
Just like the next one, this would be a great song to do at karaoke. The places you've come to fear the most. Don't you agree?
I don't know. Why do you say that?
I don't know. I say it facetiously. This is just it's a very, very soft song. There's multiple guitars here, which actually sound very, very good. Very, very pretty. But what you get out of the song is you get a super soft verse, number one. You get a super soft chorus, number one. You get a super soft verse, number two. You get a super soft chorus, number two. And then you just fucking belt the third chorus. And it's very, very powerful to have a song that is so chill and then just shoot up to 100. And I always liked the song a lot. I thought it was
Love
good.
it.
Go ahead, Pam.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love
Okay.
it. I feel like it's about realizing, sorry, all these songs are like, this is when I realized, blah, blah, blah. But truly, like, this is when I realized, oh, you don't have to be perfect all the time. And like real love is someone seeing your imperfections and still loving you.
When you listen to Dashboard, let's take it back. Let's take it back to teenage Pamela. Are you really digging into the lyrics to find out what the songs are about and feeling them, or do you kind of, because I like sing along to a lot of these songs, but I don't necessarily I'm not thinking about like what his headspace is while he's writing them or anything like that. How much are you digging into the lyrics?
Yeah, like as a general rule, when I know like my favorite band is having a new album come out, I sometimes read all of the lyrics before I even listen to it.
Really?
Really?
Before you listen to the song, not like along with it.
No.
And
then I'll be like,
I'm
oh,
impressed.
I think I'll like that one. I think I'll like that one. And then I usually am surprised by like liking one that the lyrics didn't grab me for. But like, I love stories and like read and like albums as a book from start to finish.
So, example, Taylor Swift album came out. What was it, Life of a Showgirl? Did you read the lyrics before you listened to the songs?
Yeah.
Wow. I don't know if I've ever heard somebody tell me that before.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
But like any band I like not just Taylor Swift, but obviously her lyrics are amazing.
Okay, so under most circumstances, the lyrics are usually all available by like the moment that the album is out, right?
Yeah.
Well, Taylor Swift, of course. But
Yeah.
if you're listening to something a little bit more obscure, you might, I would think maybe you'd have to wait a little bit to your like AZ lyrics populate.
The last album that came out that I was really excited about was the new Robin, because obviously I love Robin, and the lyrics are like really bad. Like she's not like telling great stories. Her lyrics are like it's like party music. And then I was like, oh, this album's not going to be good. And then of course it is. It's Robin, but like, you know. Yeah, I like lyrics.
I don't know too much Robin, Chris.
Oh,
What's a Robin?
I think that's Batman's partner.
Okay.
Who is Rob? Seriously.
Is that with a Y?
Robin is, this, I'm in the corner watching you kiss her. Oh.
Wait a second. Excuse me. I'm in the corner.
Yeah. You guys, you don't know that song? Come on.
No,
What?
I don't listen to like pop radio.
Who's in the corner?
Oh my God.
Robin.
So Robin's in the corner watching you kiss her.
Watching her crush kiss someone else. The song's called Dancing on My Own. It's about being single and watching your crush.
Why is she in the corner of the room though?
She's at the same bar.
Club.
You sure
She's
it's at a
club.
bar?
It's a club.
Club bar.
No, I don't know. I don't know Robin.
You guys know. All right, that's your homework. Go listen to Dancing on My Own by Robin. You'll know what immediately.
We have way more sad acoustic songs to listen to after this, so we'll
Is that
put
an
that on the
acoustic
queue.
song? Is that what it is?
No, it's a
I'm a
dance.
makeup
Oh, God,
artist.
sorry, it's too
Doesn't
bad. I'm
have
like, I just need you to like hear the first.
No,
five.
don't play it. They'll yell at us on the.
Yeah,
on the
we'll get
things.
demonetized.
They'll take us
Oh,
off the
sorry.
YouTubes. That's okay.
We're not monetized, so it doesn't matter. But still get in trouble. What am I doing? Was it my turn?
Places you've come to fear the most. That's where we were.
Places, not bad. I think this one's tolerable for sure. The melody here is actually one of my favorites on the album. Maybe even somewhat entertaining to a point. I love the acoustic yelling. I'm with you, Steve. Why can't he do more of that?
He does a lot of it.
Let's do more of that. Let's hear more of that. And I would be into this way more than I am today. But maybe you don't do more of that. Maybe it's for effect when you don't do something all the time and then you do it once in a while, it has more of an impact. So maybe I take that back. Maybe that's okay. Maybe he does the rest of the stuff I don't like and then he does this and it makes the song sound even better. I would add this song to a playlist.
Ooh, high praise.
Yeah,
from you.
that is high praise.
There you go.
All right. Well, Pamela, it might be your turn to talk. Hi, Gemma.
Okay, this
Gemma
Gemma's
hear us?
made a guest appearance. Say hi.
Welcome to the podcast. Is this your first podcast appearance, or you've been on multiple? First one.
First one.
She's tired. It's late.
It is late. It's okay, but it's spring break, so no rules.
Spring break.
There's song.
Turpentine Chaser.
Yeah. I'm trying to sing it in my head. Oh, It's Got Kick. Yeah, this isn't my favorite one. It's very dramatic.
Yeah,
What's a turpentine chaser?
Yeah,
what is a turpentine chaser?
Yeah,
like a Washington apple or something.
I don't know if that's like a real thing or if it's kind of like, so all right, after you take a drink of alcohol, you have a chaser to like wash it down. But turpentine, we all know from the most recent Blink-182 album, is something that is, very strong. I feel like it's kind of like saying something like it's a bad chaser. Like after you take your drink, it's something that's even worse. I could be totally wrong, but that's what I'm taking it as.
I don't think the chaser is turpentine. I think they're saying like a chaser for it. So you're doing a shot of turpentine, then you're chasing it with something.
Kids, don't drink turpentine.
no, don't. But yeah,
No.
that's right. It's a toxic way to cope. Trying to wash away your pain with something toxic.
There you go. That's I think that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, you're right. You're
Pretty
smart.
close.
Oh,
Yeah. So you can hear the crowd is pretty much into this one, like right away. So after Places You've Come to Fear the Most, we get the full band back in, lots of harmonies. There's the verse where he says this turpentine chaser's got kick and the rag that is soaked in is rich. Very, very strong in that verse. Again, not a song that I'm like super familiar with, but I enjoyed it in this rendition for sure.
yeah. This sounded like an Irish drinking song, like that you would hear in like an Irish bar where people would all be saying, like, can you see large groups of people with whiskeys or Guinnesses like swaying to this one? I could see it happening. Like, so you like to sway, Steve, don't you?
I do. I could see if MTV had a bar in that performance, then maybe they would be doing that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they were all just embarrassingly singing.
Yeah.
And here's the good news is that my last note was what's a turpentine chaser? And we already talked about that. So
Oh,
there we go. We're all on the same page.
You know turpentine.
I know it's a great song, but I don't drink it because I don't think you're supposed to.
All right. Well, we're kind of in the middle of this album here. "Living in Your Letters" is the next one. Another song from Swiss Army Romance. When you see this being sung, you can tell like Chris actually looked a little extra. So he's very emo. He has very good facial expressions. You could tell that he's very into what he does. But he actually looked a little extra emotional singing this one, like if that's even possible. It's another soft storytelling song with like a few hints of loudness. I feel like if this is one of those songs where if I heard it 1,000 times, I'd probably love it, but I wasn't really super into it being a less familiar one. So, Pamela, you have the more experience with it. Is this one that stands out to you from Swiss Army Romance, or is this kind of just like an album track?
It does, and on the album, there's a female harmony singer.
Oh, nice.
Which is very like, obviously I'm obsessed with that. Like they're singing or they're harmonizing. She was not there, right? At this Unplugged.
No, I don't believe so.
She's not there. But yeah, no, I love this song. It's about, being on the road, and missing your girlfriend back home. And obviously I find like tangible mail is so romantic.
Mm-hmm.
Messages on my machine. I mean, there wasn't iPhones at this time. The song is about that.
How did we survive?
Yeah, I know, right? The end is also, this is another where the outro is like the best part. So all at the pavement has gotta be better than waiting. So good.
So you've heard it a million times and it is a favorite.
Pushing you far away because I'm scared. Also the lyric, turning to you is like falling in love when you're 10. Gemma's 9. She'll be 10. Gemma, have you ever been in love?
No.
What about with Nugget?
Yes.
That's what I thought. Good answer. Chris, what'd you think about this one?
How about I just let you guys have your song? Look, I'm not going to say anything nice about this one, so I'm just gonna kick it over to you. I defer.
Just gonna be done? Well, then you have to do the next one for you to notice.
Okay, I think it's unlistenable. Next.
I knew you were gonna say that.
I don't like the music, and I don't.
I mean, I said I wasn't super into it, so it's not like you're like crushing everybody's hopes and dreams with this one.
I don't really.
It's not like if this was like screaming infidelities, and you said that
nobody does this stuff. Like this guy, like seriously, man, like no one talks like this.
You don't live in letters. You don't breathe deeply from an envelope.
Are you kidding me? Like who does it?
Emotional human beings,
romantic people.
Oh my God, I can't understand that. Like I don't understand it.
He just stuffs it down, just pushes it down.
No, like I don't
I'm sure when you were in high school, you had to like there was like a pretty girl, and she'd walk by you, and you would be like, "Oh my God!"
No, there were no pretty girls.
There were no pretty girls in high school. Wow, the city of Pittsburgh is about to revolt.
Sorry, I screwed that one up, but yeah, no, I don't know. Maybe, yeah, but you don't worry about licking letters or whatever. You just say like, "Hey, you want to go ice skating?" Like, you just kind of get to the point. I don't know.
Hey, how
maybe
Ian's doing? You want to go to Eaton Park?
Maybe that's why I didn't have a ton.
And I go to Primanti's.
Maybe that's why my why things are kind of few and far between. But maybe it was that. Maybe it was the longer hair. Who knows?
Maybe it was I'll sleeping in the full suit and the no sheets on your bed
on the floor.
All the sheets.
I thought I was going to make you start for you to notice, but seems like you might need a break.
I need a sheet and a comforter.
Chris, I'll get on your side a little. This song is very like thirsty, desperate, like a little too much, I'd say.
Yeah. See.
You've converted us all.
Yeah.
I said I wasn't super into this one.
Oh, okay.
All right. So for you to notice is from that So Impossible EP. By the way, there is, that kind of like shaker, like maraca thing when the guy is playing the shaker maraca. It's a pineapple, which is actually really fun. That's really cool. I found this song to be, again, not one of them I'm super familiar with. I found it very, very dramatic. Like it starts slow and it kind of broods a little bit and it builds steam. The chorus doesn't get like huge, but it does It keeps picking the pace up. I noticed there's at this point in the album, there's kind of like a little bit of a pause in the crowd participation because some of these songs are probably just they're not like the heavy hitters, and we're gonna get into the section of the album where the big songs are. But I especially again like the kind of rock out session towards the end of the song, so I thought that part was pretty cool, but not a song that I know all that well. Pamela,
Yeah.
No, that you're right. I think this song also like sort of ends the sad boy section or like really quiet sad boy section, and now we move into the more popular songs, right?
well, the next one's still kind of sad, but more popular, yes.
I mean, they're all kind of sad,
Yeah,
except for Hands Down.
that's right. I've interesting conversation about Hands Down when we get there, but
Yeah.
Chris, anything on for you to notice?
I can't wait to hear about that. No, not really. The only note I had is that he's really hard to understand in this song, so I couldn't really understand what he was saying.
It's kind of
And-
uncharacteristic. I feel like in general he is usually pretty clear, right?
Was it so?
Yeah.
It wasn't just me. It was just mumbling. Like I couldn't really get at it.
I can't really recall, just because when I was making my notes, I was reading the lyrics, watching and listening, so I don't remember. Maybe you're right.
I think so.
Okay.
Next song.
Do it, Dan. The Brilliant Dance. That's what me and Chris do when I visit Pittsburgh. We do a brilliant dance.
No, I'm. Look, why don't you start this one again? Because I'm.
What?
Ugh.
All right.
Go ahead.
So the back end of this album, the MTV Unplugged 2.0, because it's a live performance, is just stacked with killer tracks. Okay. So the Brilliant Dance is the opening track off of Places You've Come to Fear the Most. To me, this is a classic dashboard song for me. If I was in that crowd, if I was in my car, if I was at a show, like I would be belting this one out. It's got really soft parts. It's got really loud parts. My favorite part of this song, you're measuring your minutes by a clock that's blinking eights. I don't know why. I just love that visual. I feel like it's a really cool lyric. The final verse in this version with the crowd is very strong. This is incredible, starving, insatiable. It is again, it's mostly a softer song, but it really picks up and gets pretty big at the end.
The way you guys sang that
at?
sounded like, because the way you guys both sang that together, I felt like it was like a musical performance.
I mean, if you want to write it, Pamela and I could star in the Dashboard Confessional musical. If you want to write it,
Let's go straight to Broadway.
I'll write it. Trust me.
We could talk to
write
Daniel
it.
Durston. We could get some inspiration. He wrote the Blink-182 musical. We'll figure it out.
Oh,
There
I think
you go.
there's something there. Obviously, the setting is high school, 2002.
I like it.
Prom's coming up.
Yes.
What did you think about this one, Pam?
I love it. It's so funny. Steve said the clock that's blinking eights, and my favorite part's right after. This is incredible, starving, insatiable. Yes, this is love for the first time. You'd like to think that you are invincible. Yeah, well, aren't we all once before we felt lost for the first time? Oof.
Powerful lyrics.
The lyric you guys didn't talk about is burn. No. So you buried all your lovers' clothes. Who buries clothes? Like, where do you bury them?
In the backyard.
In the forest?
Because the relationship is dead.
Do you know how much work would go into that? You have to take a shovel and you have to, like, the hole would have to be sizable, and then you bury them. What's the point of that? Just
We
give
might
them
not be
away,
talking about
or-
an entire wardrobe. It could just be a few items.
But that's like, why?
Well,
I mean, I can't really
yeah, it
stand up
doesn't
for
make-
that.
It doesn't
Just
make
toss
it
them
any
in the
better.
trash.
Oh, also, I'm sorry. We didn't talk about the plaster dented from your fist in the hall where you had your first kiss. What?
Oh. Well, people punch the wall. It happens. I
I
get
love it.
that. I get that. But they definitely don't bury people's clothes.
He's talking to himself there, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I wouldn't take it that his partner was punching the wall and he's talking about their first kiss. He's talking to himself. Okay.
Right.
Chris, continue. Sorry.
Okay, we're good. I don't have anything else to say there. Brilliant dance. You guys said it all. I just didn't understand that lyric. My other note was WTF is this? But
To the whole
again,
song?
to each his own. Yeah, I don't like it. I didn't like it.
Oh.
I didn't connect with this one.
We have to
I'll
go back in
connect.
time to like high school Chris and just introduce him to this. I think once
Yeah.
once you get like once you get hooked on it, whether if it's just like one song, like if it's Screaming Infidelities or Saints and Sailors or whatever it is, Swiss Army Romance, I feel like once you get hooked into one, you just get it.
I had a friend that liked Dashboard Confessional.
Yeah. Did they introduce you to it?
I no, because my whole shtick with this guy was anything that he liked, I automatically would like the opposite of
it
what
was
he
that
liked.
guy. I don't know who that is, but I know of that guy.
Yeah. And I would really, really just dig it in. Like everything that he liked, I was the opposite.
Like George
Mhm.
Costanza when he gets tuna on rye.
Kind of. Kind of. That's I do the opposite, and it always works. All right. So Screaming Infidelities, apparently this is a popular one, right?
Apparently, yes.
Mhm. So they say.
This was one also that I wrote down, the crowd has a great voice for sure. I don't know. I didn't write down anything about the music here. I think it's a decent song. I think that it's popular for a reason. I didn't. I'll tell you what, though. I remember us talking about this one. I thought maybe I liked this one more than I actually really did, because when I listened to it back again, if I don't have any notes about what I liked about the song, the melody, the lyrics, anything, then that means it didn't really strike me. So for some reason, I let this one kind of pass with an okay. I did also note that maybe it was the line about hair everywhere, like that. I can't stand when there's hair everywhere. Like that's a just get it out, especially like in the shower. Oh my god, it gives me the chills.
I mean, you live with women. There's going to be hair everywhere.
Oh no, I have a separate shower.
Wow.
Smart.
Okay.
But yeah, I remember when I first heard this, I did think it was about like my hair's everywhere, but then I realized, oh, it's like her hair is all over town in men's beds.
Got it.
Let that sink in.
Did you know that, Steve?
I don't really think about it all that much. I just, I thought maybe it was more like finding hairs here and there.
Yeah, like in the shower.
Not necessarily.
Your hair, it's like a way of calling her an SLUT. Like,
got it.
I mean, she can spell. She's 9. Yeah. So before Hands Down, like this was the Dashboard song, I feel like. And again, this is where we find out that Chris loves making out. It's a fantastic chorus. It's got the entire band behind him, which again, I can't recall off the top of my head if the rest of the band was in the original version or if it was just acoustic guitar. But he gives the crowd pretty much half of the chorus, and they belt out the making out part. He also gives them the biggest "Your Hair, It's Everywhere," Screaming Infidelities, and Taking It Swear. So a lot of crowd participation in this one. Chris, I'm surprised you didn't bring up the fact that he talks about the bottle of Beast, which is
I
taking him
did. It's in
home.
here. It's in my notes, and I couldn't read my writing.
You didn't say it.
It's right here.
So what were you going to say?
I will show you.
I can't read that.
It says "bottle of Beast" reference, and you just reminded me. So it
what's the
doesn't matter.
comment?
Take it. I still like the reference. Go ahead.
Well, my only real comment about that is that I don't think anybody ever drinks a Milwaukee's Best out of a bottle. I don't even know if it exists. Like that is a beer that's drank from a can. That's definitely just a lyric where the word bottle fit better than can.
Yeah,
nobody is drinking a bottle. That would be like, so they do make Natural Light in bottles, but nobody would ever reference a Natty Light bottle.
I don't remember ever seeing a Beast in a bottle, honestly.
Me neither.
can we Google image it? Just curious.
I mean, if you're buying a 30 pack, you're buying cans. So, I mean,
Milwaukee's
especially
Best
with
bottles.
Beast. It's good.
I was never a Beast fan. The different like factions at the school would drink their crappy beer. Ours was Natural Light, so I never.
Well, no, because we were a Miller house, so like we loved Miller, and Beast was only like the cheaper version of that. So honestly, it didn't matter. We just took whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But old German, it doesn't matter, right? Whatever was available. All right,
Pamela,
next
anything
up.
else to say about Screaming Infidelities, or we got it all done?
I think we've covered the hair and the Beast. Moving on, Saints and Sailors.
Yeah, go ahead. Kick it off.
I mean, this is my favorite sexual confessional song. um, it's just so. This is where I say I had enough. No one should ever feel the way that I feel now. So good.
Anything else?
Yeah.
The rest of the song? Just those lines.
This apartment is starving for an argument. Anything at all to break the silence. Don't be a liar. Sorry, I'm just saying the whole song. It's so good. You smile like a saint, but you curse like a sailor, and your eyes say the joke's on me.
Yeah, so the last three songs on this album are all very upbeat, so I'm hoping that Chris will like them better than some of the other songs. And this is a great version of this song. This is the perfect capture of a Dashboard song. He gives the crowd just enough of the song in terms of like the sing along, and this is the absolute epitome of the Chris Carrabba twang. Why are we talking about? Well, I don't want to say it like it's a bad thing. This apartment is starving for an argument, anything at all to break the silence. Don't say that everything's working when everything's broken. I mean, there's a lot of twang in this song. I love it. I think this is, I can't remember how we ranked things last time, but this is one of my top favorite Dashboard songs for sure. And it's fantastic.
It really is.
Yeah. And I'll just stick to my notes. Not as into the melody, but at least this doesn't put me into a rage-induced coma. Dashboard upbeat is semi-tolerable.
Yeah.
That's my notes.
Yep.
I guess we'll accept that. Do you want to go into again? I go unnoticed. So it's another upbeat song.
Yeah, I do.
It's got
I actually
a good
really
pace.
do. And ladies and gentlemen, I like this one. Some stuff in concept. So yeah, it's still a lot of whining here, but I think the music. I love the music. Actually, I really love the music in this particular song. I think the guitar keeps this one feeling great and fresh. More stuff like this. I think we need more songs like this for sure. But I thought this one, from a musical standpoint, really stood out.
Pamela?
Yeah, I think, again, not to make about all of my lessons learned, I think this was the first song I really heard that was like about like apathy and realizing like, oh, two people could be in a relationship together and someone could be checked out. And like, why do people stay together if they're checked out? And how like depressing that is. Like it's better to just break up than to be in this relationship with somebody who doesn't give a F, UCK. So I find this song to be pretty sad.
Sad, but you like it, or sad?
Oh, I love it. I love it. But it's just that the concept of like wasting time with someone who doesn't care if you live or die.
I think that's one of the best parts about this song is that it sounds like a super upbeat, fun song, but it's about a spot where you want to say things to the person who you're most close to, but you can't say them, or there's this silence and this eye rolling, and tell me, maybe we'll feel better tomorrow and we'll talk about it. That's like, it's very real shit, like human being stuff when you're in a relationship and like you want to say something and you want to say something, but you're like, oh, I'm just tired. Maybe we'll talk about this tomorrow. So it's very humanizing, but the song itself sounds like it's like a pop number almost. There's a super fast strumming right from the get go on the acoustic guitar. It just sounds absolutely great. The lyrics in this one are awesome. The crowd does pretty much. I don't know what this is, like a bridge. The crowd pretty much says, I'll wait until tomorrow. Maybe you'll feel better then. Maybe we'll feel better then. What's another day when I can bear these nights of thoughts of going on without you? Yeah. So again, good crowd participation in this live album. The absolute last verse, he like gets into it with the crowd. I feel like and again, I'm coming to it having just like watched the DVD or whatever it is, but I think that he lets the crowd sing it, but he's off mic, but he is belting out, So Quiet, Another Wasted Night, Television Steals a Conversation, Exhale, Another Wasted Breath, gonna goes in those. Like, he is just having his best time, even if it doesn't get into the mic. And if it's gonna be recorded from an album, just like get in the mic. But again, like I see it, I feel it being at the concert, and this is a fantastic song. And again, it's nice that a lot of times with just traditional albums, towards the end, there's a lot of album tracks. There's maybe an album ends strongly, maybe it doesn't. But like here, it's kind of like a live show where the heavy hitters are at the end. So again, I got Unnoticed into Hands Down. Pamela, you want to finish off this album for us?
Yeah. Well, this is not a sad song. This is an uplifting, optimistic, hands down, this is the best day ever. Like this song, I just feel like me and my friends used to sing it together, like at the end of a good night. I don't know. It's just pure joy.
And he does chatter. He does say in this version, he goes, this song is about the best day I ever had. And it's about the best day. It's about the best date. So what I was confused about, what I was saying to myself when I'm listening to MTV Unplugged 2.0 that came out in December 2002, I say to myself, this song didn't come out. The album that this is on didn't come out until the next year. So like, how is this the last song and how does everybody know it? I was like, what is going on? Apparently he does an acoustic version, which was part of the So Impossible EP in 2001. So it came out beforehand, so everybody knew it. I had no idea. I don't think I really knew about this song until it was more popularized, if you will. But so the sequencing got me a little confused. But I looked into it, figured it out. I did that research for everybody out there listening who may have been thinking the same crazy thing that I was. But listen, this is the quintessential Dashboard song. This song got to number 8 on the Billboard Alternative charts. This is still played. I listen to pop rocks. I listen to like alt rock on Sirius XM. Like this is played on the radio, or at least some of the radio I listen to today. And this was, at least for me, kind of the first time that I heard, like a real full band recording of Dashboard. Like you think of this one and you think of like Vindicated, right? That was on the Spider-Man 2 soundtrack, but that was also a really big kind of popular song. And it's just a great song about a great date. It was on one of the Guitar Heroes, so you can sing along to it and you can do your guitar. I don't know, Chris, if you had that Guitar Hero, but I still have. I think that was Band Hero. I still have it. If you want to come to my house, we can play it. I'll sing, you can play guitar. And that intro guitar line is just, it is iconic. Again, we talk about pop punk a lot, so like Dashboard's not really pop punk, but emo, and this is right in line with it. And that it's like, if name a song in 1 second, like you can name the song in 1 second. The chorus here is awesome, and I mean, this is one of the best bridges. I don't know if you call it a bridge or if you, just the final verse. Just one of the absolute best, like, collection of lyrics. It's a huge run-on sentence. It's a stream of consciousness, and it's fantastic. The sound of the stereo, the twirling your hair around the fingers, the whole thing. So the crowd is into this.
I'm on the clock. Pause.
Oh my! So I would like to belt out the high note, but we're recording this late in the evening, and it's not happening right now. But yes, Nope, that was bad. But yes, that whole part is just, I feel like it's like quintessential to our genre, and great that they closed it out on this. And Hands Down is a great song. Chris, you can finish.
I don't know how I can follow any of that. I
had a lot to say.
That was half of a book. I think, for this is just all my perspective. Great song, super catchy. Chris kills it on vocals. I wish this band was this. I wish the band was more of this. I'd actually listen to this band more often than maybe once every couple years. And they just sound so great here. Like they can put together such an amazing track when they do this. So when they decide to go this direction more often, call me. But otherwise, like, definitely an amazing song and a great way to end.
Well, I agree. That's essentially their trajectory from 2003 on.
Yeah, but I don't
more
remember
of
that.
This kind of type.
Yeah.
Okay. Good news.
Well, Chris, I'm sorry that you were not a fan too much of MTV Unplugged 2.0 Dashboard Confessional, but hope you enjoyed this exercise somewhat, a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it was rough, but I'll tell you what wasn't rough is the next segment. That's ranking it. So let's just rank our top 3 favorite songs off the album. that might be tough for you guys to do because you're big fans of this band and a lot of the songs they have. But what I need is your top 3 in order, 3, 2, 1, and we always let guests go first. So Pam, you're up.
Bonkers. Okay.
She looks like she might need a minute. You need a minute? You want me to go first?
Yeah, Steven.
It's not like we shared the outline with you in advance.
Steve, you're not allowed to run over ranking it here.
I was just trying to help her out. She looked like she needed a second.
I know it's in my email, the list.
All right, go ahead, Steve.
All right. My 3, listen, I've said it up and down. The places that you come to fear the most is the dashboard that I know the best, that I love the best. And I'm not necessarily, I mean, this is a mix of ranking of this version as well as the songs themselves. I think at number 3, I'm going to put Screaming Infidelities. At number 2, I'm going to put Again I Go Unnoticed. And at number 1, I'm going to put Saints and Sailors. Those 3 were pretty much not in that order, but those were all on the, numbers 12, 13, and 14 on this album. Those are my 3 favorite songs. So they're getting my top. I'll give it.
We'll buy her some extra time too. I'll go next.
I just want to give an honorable, or just a mention, not an honorable mention. I just want to give a mention to The Good Fight, which I felt like I really liked the version on this that was slightly different than the original version.
See, there's a reason why we don't do honorable mentions.
I didn't do it.
It could screw up the entire thing.
It was honorable and it was a mention, but it wasn't an honorable mention.
My number 3 is The Good Fight. So that took the sails away, the wind out of the sails of my number 3. But number 3, The Good Fight. Number 2 is Again I Go Unnoticed. And number 1 is hands down. Easy peasy. That's my top 3.
Okay.
And now, Pam, time for decisions.
I'm going to do number 3, Swiss Army Romance. Number 2, The Places You've Come to for the Most. Number 1, Saints and Sailors.
Saints and Sailors.
I dropped.
Okay. Cool.
All right. We had a good
we
did
mix
it there.
We did. And you guys got to see my dog and my child.
We had the whole family here on High School Never Ends.
What's really weird, Steve, to me is that Gemma here is closer in age to the spirit of these songs than we are.
I don't know that we needed to say that out loud, but I understand. But Lily is only a year older, so I'm in the same boat.
It's wild.
Yeah.
Wild. All right. Well, this was fantastic. If you're gonna recommend a dashboard record, Pamela, to somebody that needs some schooling on dashboard, is this the one to point them to, or would you point them somewhere else?
I like this one because I think, like you said, I think it was intended when he started. This is how it was intended to sound: just a guy and a guitar. And you're getting the mix of that EP and Swiss Army Romance and the best album, Places You've Come to Fear the Most. So this is a very good 101.
I totally agree.
Yeah.
All right. That's it. Acoustic April. This was super fun. Pamela, thank you so much for joining us. I know that, we did talk to you about Dashboard before, so I hope that it's not getting too repetitive. We will maybe wait 3 or 4 years. We'll talk about Dashboard again, and we'll all forget about this conversation.
Perfect. When I'm in my mid 40s, I do think with each passing year, I don't relate to these songs as much, which means I'm growing up too.
All right.
You said it best. I guess this is growing up.
I'm like, just leave that girl if she makes you feel nothing.
There we go. Well, we might forget about Dashboard Confessional, but we don't want you guys out there to forget to give us a review on Apple Podcasts. Go ahead and do that if you haven't done it yet. We'd love to hear from you. We want to know what you think about the show, and also give us a 5-star review. It helps the show, and it helps our show climb up the ranks of all of those pop punk, sad dad shows that are out there, or emo shows that are out there. And also, don't forget to check out our shop, where we have a ton of great High School Never End themed stuff that we can sell. Everything from mugs to gloves to, I can't think of anything tied to this, what we just talked about. But anyway, go check it out. Acoustic guitars. I was thinking something sad, but you can't buy that.
Handkerchiefs.
Sad trombone.
Mm-hmm. Okay, all that stuff. We don't have any of that, but if we did, maybe we could sell it. But in any case, go check it out. You can get there via our hub, which is simply put www.hsnepod.com.
Awesome. You can help support the show as well in a couple of ways. You can follow us on social media at HSNEPod, like High School Never Ends Pod. We have a Discord server, which is free for you to join. Just go to the website and you can find that, and you can chat and tell us all about what you think about Dashboard Confessional or anything at all. You can also join our Patreon at patreon.com/HSNEPod, and you get bonus content, bonus episodes, and you can support our show and keep the lights on. Acoustic April is not ending here with this conversation on Dashboard Confessional. We have at least one more in the bag. That'll be next week. Until then, keep on rocking your dad or mom bods. Throw up your rock hands and blast the pop punk.
It's Dragon Wagon.